At my deepest addiction, I was lonely, hopeless, homeless, and I was lost. All I knew who I was either I was a mother or a wife. So when those two things got that taken away from me, I lost it. I didn't know what to do. I just kept using and using to like numb the pain. When I first got introduced to drugs, first it was just marijuana. I was started like sneaking out. My mom really didn't notice, but I started smoking with friends, started sneaking out after school. And then from there, I was trying to find love in all the wrong places. Then I started drinking. And then once I started drinking, I was like, oh, this is what love is, you know? My mom worked a lot, and my mom didn't really pay attention to me because she was really into her boyfriend at the time. And that's all she really kind of paid attention to. So that's what I knew. So that's what I was trying to do too as well, just to find that, you know, feel that thing. And the drugs weren't doing it. He wasn't doing it, but after the drinking, it just kept going, just deeper and deeper the friends, and then all of a sudden I was in this place of just being alone because I was just by myself, losing my mind. So I don't know, it was like the small things, smoking, drinking, and then it just get harder and harder drugs. The people kept changing, people kept like screwing me over. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go with this guy, but this guy had better drugs. Honestly, once my family knew I was doing harder drugs, everything was downhill. No one wanted to do anything with me. So I didn't have that. But if I can go back and tell myself something, I would I'll be like, don't do it. Don't even smoke weed. Don't even drink. Like, is it worth losing everything? Like, you will lose at like if someone told me you're gonna lose everything, you're gonna lose your kids, you're gonna lose your husband's gonna be deported if you keep doing this, I probably would have listened to myself, honestly, because I knew what it could happen. But I would always say, oh, it's not going to happen to me. I can control it, you know. But it slowly took over me. Like my mom was always working, right? And her thing that she would always tell me is like, you need to be independent. You gotta work. You gotta work. You have to take care of your family. Like, what if um your partner leaves or your husband or whatever, like how are you going to sustain yourself? So the reason I started using methamphetamine was to keep going. I was super mom. I got so many compliments on the things that I was doing. Oh, you're such a great mom and stuff. I fed off of that, like validation of who I am. I want to say like first 3 years of my use, no one knew. And I broke every bridge with my family, my friends, and I ended up homeless in the Minneapolis. And I got into trouble, got with the wrong crowd, and I went to jail. And that's when I found about Teen Challenge. This guy named Micah came to Dakota County and said about Teen Challenge and told me this is the only program is also faith-based. So once he started talking about that, I knew that's where I needed to go. So I had my out date, and they told me right as I was gonna get out, they told me, well, you can't leave. You have warrants. So I live down by Mankato, Madilia. So each town that I went up to, I burned bridges and got in trouble and ran away. I knew the Lord was calling me to go to Teen Challenge. So I sat out all my time. That way, no one can tell me what to do. Because I knew if I did probation, I would not do it. If they told me because you have to, I wasn't gonna do it. And so I set up all my time, and then I finally came to Teen Challenge. I went there once, and it still wasn't enough. I feel like I still needed more. The Lord needed, I know more, that I needed more. I went out, my emotions got too much for me. Um, I freaked out. The change, the fear of success changed. Like I was scared of success. I never succeeded in life. So I was scared to go out and actually accomplish things. I didn't know that until this time around, that what would happen. I just freaked out. I was pushing people away. Um, I was just confused. Um, but this year, I have really worked hard um, in trying to heal myself. Um, like growing up, I was called, like pendeja or like stupid, and they would always be putting me down and stuff like that. So that's what got me this fear-based um problem as I grew up. Because yeah, I found that out, that everything happens, a lot of things carry on as we grow into adults from my childhood, you know. But honestly, it was the love that really got me into my curiosity. Like, why are these people being so nice to me? What's the catch? Why are they loving me? Why do they care? And honestly, what got my curiosity and wanted me to keep going, because at first when I came to Teen Challenge, I just wanted to get my kids back. And I knew Teen Challenge would help me get that back, and my curiosity got the best of me. It's like, I want to know more about this program. I got I got the love and support and the love that I needed to keep me going. Doing doing a year of treatment is what saved me, to be honest. Um, I know a lot of other girls that were here because of probation and stuff, because they had to be here. And honestly, it changed their life too. I saw them have the biggest turnaround and the biggest like redemption too. I just want to say, because of the program, I did other treatments that didn't have Jesus or God in it, and the information was fine. But I felt like not until I hit my rock bottom, that's when I knew I needed to change, because the drugs really take over. The opiate is really big right now, yes, and they're trying, dealers are putting that stuff, the opiates or whatever, into marijuana, into meth, into all the drugs, because they're looking for that withdrawal to come back. And that withdrawal, I've seen people go through hell and back when they're withdrawing, going through this program, you know, and I don't know if I could do that, honestly. And once I found out that they were putting, you know, the opiate into the meth, I stopped. I've seen so many people, or I've seen people do it, and then like also people nodding out and not knowing if they were gonna come back. That scared me, because I also have kids, because what I do affects them, whether they're with me or not. Yeah, even mixing it, like, putting a little bit of that with the weed, or this and smoking this with that, like it's still, even if you think it's just a little bit, I've seen people just out, like they've been doing it five, 6, 7 times a day. And then the next one, it just took their life. It's like playing Russian roulette with this drug. The thing I would say is talk to your kids honestly, and don't be judgmental. Let them talk. Don't, just listen. And that can make the difference, you know, of whether they're going to go out and go get high or not.